Thank you, Soundcore, for sponsoring this video. Probably the most important lesson living on the road and off the grid has taught me is the art of slowing down. The road and nature force you to reevaluate things in life, and I quickly learned that slowing down was an absolute must if I wanted to survive long out here. Just like the trees and flowers and all the little critters begin to slow down in the fall, preparing to hibernate for winter, living slowly is a natural part of our cycle, and deciding to embrace that has made me feel much more alive. And ironically, it's made me feel like I have twice as many hours in the day. Part of slow living has meant cutting back on my ambitions. Now here's a passage from the book Your True Home by Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh to further explain. Burdened by so many ambitions, we are not able to be free. We are always grasping at something. There are so many things we want to do at the same time, and that is why we do not have the time to live. We think that the burdens we carry are necessary for our happiness. However, if we look more closely, we shall see that the things at which we grasp, the things that keep us constantly busy, are in fact obstacles to our being happy. Now, this is not to say that ambition is bad. It's simply the quantity of it. Learning to have less ambitions and be less busy was one of the best things I did for myself. Having only one or two big ambitions at a time not only allowed me to give those ambitions more intention and energy, but also allowed me the space to put ambition down. Truly, there's no point to ambition at all if we never appreciate the life we've created. I'm no longer interested in hurrying up to die. I will be taking my time, thank you very much. I'm going to be reading, singing, dancing, and smelling the sweet autumn leaves as they prepare to fall. This is kind of the perfect segue to this week's video sponsor, Soundcore by Anchor. My leisurely time, and even my productive time, often involves a lot of music, audiobooks, and sound. I have been using the new Soundcore Motion Boom Plus speaker. Holy heck, has it been an upgrade from my JBL. This is definitely the highest quality portable speaker I've ever had. It has a whopping 80 watts of stereo sound, dual woofers and tweeters. It has a really rich detail in the sound, especially with deep bass. It gave me a fully immersive sound experience even when I was outside or at the shop with the boys who were very excited to test out the speakers.
Oh, so it's got subs, tweets, mids. I'm gonna have to put one in my truck. Throw your radios away!
Whoa!
Filling up this shop. It's not even that heavy, but the bass is.
And it's waterproof.
So as you can see, this stereo packs a punch. It is so lightweight I can carry it with my pinky, and it is indeed waterproof. So if you're interested in getting one, the link is down below in the description. It would also make a great holiday gift. Thank you, Soundcore, for sponsoring this video. Fall is going quick. I think Rio and I are going to pack up and we're gonna head to New Mexico. And I'm so excited because northern New Mexico has been at the top of my list forever. I mean, maybe we can go to some hot springs, see some mountain towns, just get a taste of the culture, maybe some aliens. I hear a lot of aliens like New Mexico. Fall could be the perfect time to explore the mountains of New Mexico. And why not? Why not, you guys? Another fun thing about slow living is that the whispers of your heart tend to come through a little louder and a little clearer. And I just can't help but indulge those notions. My favorite adventures always tend to be the ones that aren't planned, so I just can't wait to see what waits for me in New Mexico.
We're in New Mexico! Woo! Mexico, baby, land of enchantment.
road is just a special kind of high, you know? So I've made it just in time to check out the Taos Pueblo. They're closing soon, but I'll show you guys around and let's learn about this place. This place is wild. Taos Pueblo is a living Native American community. The multi-storied adobe buildings have been continuously inhabited for over 1,000 years. The pueblo is made entirely of adobe, which is earth mixed with water and straw, then poured into forms or made into sun-dried bricks. There is no electricity or running water within the pueblo walls. The pueblo is governed by a tribal governor and war chief, appointed yearly by the tribal council of about 50 male tribal elders. All of these structures, the traditional adobe homes, are 1,000 years old and they're still in use. So the tribal families, there's a house per family, and it's really incredible. They all have these little ovens on the outside as well. Holy crap, these people deserve so much more than the terrible history that happened to them, but it's really beautiful to see the culture standing, at least in the form of architecture. As recent as 1970, the Taos Pueblo finally got the return of 48,000 acres of mountain land, including their most sacred site, Blue Lake. The Blue Lake and mountains are off limits to all but members of the Pueblo. It was a little bit shorter of a visit than I was hoping, but they were closing. But I'm just glad I got to see it at all. So I am heading to the local Walmart because I know it has good service there, and I have a premiere with you guys in an hour. So we'll post up there and then figure out where we're gonna call home for the night. It is chilly and dreary and kind of spooky here, so it's definitely going with the seasons. I'll see you guys at Walmart. Okay, so as is road life, sudden turn of events. Went to Walmart and the vibes were really bad. They were bad. So I looked on iOverlander for any other campsites kind of close in town, and there are really none. So I just looked up travel stops and truck stops in the area, called one that was about 10 minutes away, and the sweet woman said that I can park here overnight. So I went in, checked with her. She's giving the overnight staff the thumbs up that I'm good to stay. Much better vibes over here. We're still in the city and not at a beautiful mountain lake like we were this morning, but that's road life, baby. So I've got about half an hour until I'll be on a premiere with you guys. And then, yeah, I think I'm just going to stay here overnight because by the time my premiere is done, it'll be almost dark. And it rained a lot, and it is extremely muddy around here. I almost got stuck just in a parking lot. The two campsites that I had picked out, both of them say do not attempt when wet. So I'm just gonna cut my losses and call this travel stop home for the night, baby. Oh yeah, look at that. We love it. We absolutely love it. Rio is unamused. Rio, do you hate this? But do you hate it here, honey? I've got my Reflectix coverings in all of the windows except for the one where Rio likes to look out at, protect the bus. It's dark in here just because I'm trying not to draw any attention to myself at this travel spot. But I'm in the premiere live chat, and I just want to take a moment to say thank you guys for tuning in and being a part of this life adventure with me and believing in me. You guys really make this journey feel a lot less lonely, especially in campsites like this one. So, thanks you guys. Just making tacos at a travel stop. Yay. It may not be the prettiest, but not bad for a travel stop. It appears we're early. Nothing's open. Kind of fun though, I guess. I spent that morning walking around downtown Taos, an artistic little community where I treated myself to coffee, chocolate, and of course, a stroll through the local bookstore. I have to say, exploring towns makes me a little bit more lonely than nature. It just, because everybody's with somebody. There wasn't a whole lot of just solo people exploring for the first time. So it makes me wish I had a friend or someone here with me, but that's all right. It felt really good to finally see this place. Taos has been on the top of my list for so long. And at first I wasn't sure yesterday because I had the sketchy Walmart experience and didn't have a lovely sleep. But the town itself is so charming. I think it's time I get out of here. I didn't spend too much time here, but I got my fill, and I'm trying to save on some money. So I know if I stick around in towns, you often just have to spend money, like going out to dinner, buying things. So there is a hot spring pretty close by that a friend told me about. So I think that would be money well spent, just to get back into nature, because that's where I just feel most myself. So I'm gonna go to that hot spring and maybe make a pit stop along the way. What am I doing here? All right, so a couple of weeks ago, I confessed that I have been looking for a sibling for Rio. So every once in a while when I'm going through a town, I'll stop by an animal shelter to see if there's the special one waiting for us. Hi! You're a sweetie. Oh my goodness. Hi, honey. Hi, bud. You thinking? Oh, now you want my attention. Are you playing hard to get? Yeah, right? You're being cute. As hard as it was to say no to any of those sweet pups, none of them felt like they were the right fit for me, Rio, and this crazy life of ours. So with that, we kept driving. So I was on my way to the hot springs and found myself in this driving through this national forest. This road coming in is so muddy, and it only gets muddier, you can see. But there is enough of a pull-off right here for the bus, and I hadn't checked in yet with the people I was supposed to check in yet with, because, you know, safety. And I didn't have any service, but I just plugged in Starlink. And holy crap, it's so fast. So I get to camp here. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to because I didn't check in. You know, I don't want to worry people. But look at this, Rio. And I want to take this moment to give a very special thank you to one of my biggest and longest supporters, Mitch, because he made Starlink possible. He's the one who did it with all his crazy supers, and he told me to get it. So that's what I did. Mitch, you made this happen. Also, I just want to give a big shout out to Jim Ross, because he's always coming with the support and the supers, and you guys truly are making such a difference in my life. I mean, heck, I'm camping here because of you, so I love you guys. I love this community. Whoo! Rio's getting wild. Rio, come on, girl. Come on. Rio. I gotta put her orange on her because you look like a little coyote out there, girl. Life becomes so beautiful when you slow down enough to realize none of this matters. We are here for such a short amount of time. Indulge it. Enjoy it. Despite what they tell you you need to do or who you need to be.